What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Resleevables Tournament Edition. More importantly, the 1995 World Championships. I'm your host, Cedric Phillips, at Cedric A. Phillips on all of the things, and I am joined by Royal Assassin's biggest fan. You'll find out why soon enough. Patrick Sullivan at Basic Mountain. Patrick, some nice decks we get to cover.
I want to defend these decks a little bit.
Okay.
In contrast to 1994, these sort of resemble real decks.
Okay.
Now, we can pick apart some things at the edges, let's say.
We may do that.
But they sort of resemble decks instead of collections of cards like last time.
They have what we would say is a cohesive strategy?
I don't even know. I would say a tone, a theme of sorts.
Okay.
Cards that work together. We can talk about that. There's interactions that could be good.
They do. That's technically true.
We have more lands.
Well, one of us does.
Yeah. Approaching an appropriate amount of mana.
True.
The decks are a little on the thick side. We're still up and over 60.
Buff.
But, again, compared to 1994, we're only talking a year later. There is a lot of evolution here. Okay. It doesn't hold up in any sort of modern sensibility. I'm not trying to argue that. But there are some steps forward here.
All right. He's not wrong. These decks are not that bad. They do have what appears to be a cohesive game plan. There are also some outliers there, and we're teasing a lot of what's going on in these deck lists. So instead of doing that, what we're going to do is we're going to start this show, like we start every show, with the facts of the 1995 World Championship. All right, everybody, we are here for the facts of the 1995 Magic the Gathering World Championship. But before we get there, we must learn the facts about our wonderful sponsor, Tales of Adventure.
And you can find their website over at toamagic.com. And if you're on Twitter, make sure to be following at TOA Michael. That's the owner of their shop. And he regularly posts deals, sales, inventory before it gets on the website, you name it. They're your one-stop shop for individual cards, sealed products, supplies, everything Magic related. Their high end is individually scanned and uploaded to the site so you can find the card and condition that works best for you. All orders placed inside the United States come with free shipping and tracking. And make sure to use promo code Resleevables at checkout for 8% off of all orders. Tales of Adventure, Eternal lives here.
All right, everybody. I don't have a ton of facts for you this time around, but I do have a few, like when this tournament happened. The 1995 World Championship. It was held at the Red Lion Inn Seattle Airport Hotel. I've driven by many a Red Lion in my 11 years living in Seattle. Between August 5th through the 7th, 1995, with preliminary rounds held on August 4th and the 5th. It's the first World Tournament that was invite only. 72 players from 19 countries competed in this tournament, and it was the first World Championship that included a team portion. Now, if you've been following the World Championships in like the 2000s and the 2010s, you're used to seeing stuff like the World Magic Cup, stuff like that. But the first World Championship in 94 didn't have a team portion. This one did.
When I was first coming up, kind of late 90s, early 2000s, there was something similar, which was countries had their national championships, and then the top three from nationals automatically qualified for Worlds and became that country's national team for that event. And then there was a separate team portion of the event alongside the individual members of your team's Swiss records added up to what teams would ultimately make the elimination rounds. Because you're talking about 19 countries and 70 some odd competitors.
Yeah, 72.
It seems like, I'm not sure, but I would guess that basically you had to qualify through your nationals to get to the World Championship.
Yeah, that's what I would infer. And this tournament's rather small.
Right.
The game is not that big at this point. It's a pretty small World Championship.
Very small.
Yeah. Worlds was a 3-day tournament. Day number 1 was 5 rounds of sealed deck. Imagine that. Nowadays we see booster drafts on day 1 of Pro Tours, like kind of kick things off in day number 1 and day number 2. Imagine if that was sealed deck. I don't think people would be thrilled.
Probably not thrilled.
No.
I still, now being a little bit removed from it, it sounds kind of fun to me.
It weirdly sounds fun.
High stakes sealed is just, you don't get to encounter that very often.
Yeah, you better open some good cards.
But I do think it's correct to ultimately move to booster draft if you want to do a limited portion.
Sure. Day 2 was 5 rounds of Type 2. For you old heads out there, Type 2. For you new heads out there, we call it Standard. And then Day 3 was best of 5 single elimination once again in Type 2. And this was the first tournament where players weren't allowed to change their constructed deck between the Swiss rounds and the elimination rounds, which is a weird thing to say, but that was common back then.
Part of the reason I love doing this is I've been around the game for a long time. I've never heard of that.
Okay.
This is the first time that I heard there was ever any rule like you swap decks in between Swiss and top 8.
Yeah, the old switcheroo. Can't do that in this tournament, and can't do it in tournaments nowadays either. Though, makes me wonder what it'd be like if you could. Players were awarded points for each game win rather than each match win. So it was 3 points for a game win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a loss, and 0 points for an unfinished game, which meant it would be really good if you went 2-0, I guess. Does this change things much?
Well, it makes losing 1-2 way more valuable than losing 0-2.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the big change.
Gotcha. Okay. And then the winners. Who's in the winner's circle? The players we're going to meet in our next segment. The winner was Alexander Blumke from Switzerland with a white, blue, black, some would call it Esper.
It's got shades of Esper.
Yeah.
There's some graveyard matters. There's some evasive creatures and removal.
Yeah.
There's some sources of card advantage.
There's also a lot of copies of the Rack, is white, blue, black, Rack control. Second place was Marc Hernandez from France with white, red, some would call it Boros. Others may call it Quintorius. I think that's what it was called.
This is the originator of Big Boros.
Yes, right. Yeah, absolutely. It was.
Yeah, this is some Big Boros action.
Black Vice control. Third place and fourth place don't have their decks, but do have the players and where they're from. Mark Justice from the United States and Henry Stern from the United States. So those are your facts, everybody. Like I said, we don't have a ton on it. It's a tournament that was a really, really long time ago. If you're with us for our 1994 episode on YouTube, you may have seen in the comments and the show notes that there were some way back links. There's going to be the same thing here as well for what I was able to find in the way back machine, but not a ton of facts about this 72 player World Championship, Patrick.
Well, I'll offer a little personal perspective. The two Americans in the semifinals, those were some of the names that I first heard when I started playing competitive Magic.
Mark Justice and Henry Stern.
Yes, and I'm almost positive Henry Stern, and also I think Justice as well, were some of the authors of Magic's early sort of strategy guides that you could find at bookstores and stuff like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Justice was also in the conversation as the best player in the game around this time.
Okay.
Again, I wasn't super involved in organized play at this point. I sort of followed tournaments as best I could from reading in magazines and sort of hearing through the grapevine what happened.
Okay.
But Justice was in the conversation for this is just the best player.
Okay.
So those two Americans in the semifinals, even for teenage me, still not really playing in tournaments, they were names I recognized at the time.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, those are the facts of the set, everybody. We're going to turn our attention to the top 4 players, more importantly, the top 2 players, right after this. All right, everybody, it is now time to learn about our top 4 players from the 1995 Magic the Gathering World Championships. We're going to start with the winner of the whole shebang. It is Alexander Blumke, the 26-year-old from Geneva, Switzerland. I've never been to Switzerland. I really want to go.
I've never been.
I heard it's beautiful. English literature student who was more surprised than anyone that he won the championship. Quote, "There are probably 20 people at this tournament that are better players than me," Alexander said. Quote, "I was just luckier," end quote. A little luck never hurt anybody. In order to qualify for Worlds, it came down to one final game at his national championship. Quote, "We had a national tournament," he said. It all came down to one game, and if I won, I made it on the team. Obviously, I won, end quote. This much is obvious. Qualified for this, and of course, playing the team portion. Going to the last round of the qualifiers, Blumke realized that he needed to sweep his final match to make the cutoff. Then, as there were 5 players tied for 7th place, Blumke and 4 others had an additional 3-hour playoff to determine who got the remaining slots. I guess this is before the day of tiebreakers, perhaps?
Sure, I guess. I mean, I played in some PTQs that ran for a long time.
Yeah.
I never done 3 hours and just a single elim of sorts, ad hoc grinder for a Worlds invite.
Yeah.
That would be new to me.
We're learning. Quote, I guess you could say I come through when the pressure is on, end quote. It's Blumke who said that. And then lastly, Blumke's biggest surprise was winning the event with a deck he made the morning of day 2. Quote, I had stayed up all night making a black and red deck, he said. The next morning, I had second thoughts, so I took out the red and put in white and a little black, which, haven't we all had some second thoughts about our deck before we submit it and change some things? Sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't, but it's been happening since the beginning of the game.
Although it's kind of funny because the language that he is using to describe this sounds like he's talking about a sealed deck pool.
Sure.
Like, I don't know, my black red's pretty good, but like maybe I want to play the blue and white instead. I don't know. Whatever. It's just the cards I brought with me. Built something out of that.
The old audible. Everybody is kind of making changes up until the last minute. No Magic player is comfortable with the deck list they've submitted for the most part, and that started way back in 1995. Marc Hernandez is the second player we're going to learn about here. 20-year-old from very nearby Versailles, France. A student majoring in computer science that, like Blumke, he built his deck very early before day number 2, the evening before. Quote, I didn't know quite what I wanted to play, he said. Finally, I built a deck similar to something I had played in France to help him qualify for this tournament. Okay. This white, red, black Vice deck that we're going to learn more about in the next segment. Asked how the other world players compared against the French players, Hernandez said, quote, there are good players here, but better than the French? I don't think so.
I mean, that's how they talked when I was on the Pro Tour too.
I know.
So
I know. Some things never change.
They don't.
It's really true. Yeah, it started really early. When reminded that last year's Worlds were also lost by a Frenchman, Bertrand Lestri, who lost in the finals in 1994, you can always go back and watch that video. Hernandez replied, quote, please notice that only the French, have been in the World Finals, end quote. Tough to argue with facts.
So noted.
Yeah. I like this Marc Hernandez guy. Never met him, but I'm already a fan.
Would fit into the money draft scene.
Yeah. For sure. We're the best. You guys lost in the finals. We were the only ones in the finals. Okay, can't beat you. Mm-hmm. Can't be an argument. Literally impossible. Mark Justice and Henry Stern are the last 2 people we're going to learn about. We don't have their deck list or a ton of information about them, but I'm going to go over a couple of notes that I did find. Patrick mentioned that he was kind of seen as, Mark Justice was kind of seen as like the best player for a little bit during this time. He was 24 years old at the time from Salt Lake City, Utah. Magic and baseball card shop owner who was a self-proclaimed Magic junkie since the tail end of the dark. And always looking to test himself against stiff competition. So regionals, nationals, and worlds all sounded super good to him, which, I mean, I can relate to that. I like to play against the best people.
The same thing happened to me when I heard about it. Not only is it exciting, the idea of playing in big events and traveling around and seeing other parts of the country you haven't been to, but testing your mettle against players you've heard of, or at least just different competition. It's super exciting.
Yeah. For Henry Stern, 27 years old from Los Angeles, California, he was an aerospace engineer that was bitten by the Magic bug during the early days of Unlimited. Stern grew to love Magic and would play in regular weekly tournaments, including several sealed deck events. And much like Mark Justice, once he found out about regionals, nationals, and worlds, he knew he had to be there. Now, I've already pointed towards the show notes and having links to the the Wayback Machine to find old articles and like sideboard.com and stuff. You're going to specifically find an article written by Mark Rosewater about Mark Justice and Henry Stern's kind of journey to this event, because they were also pals in some respects. So if you want to learn more about that, go to the YouTube show notes and you can check that out. But those are our top 4 players, man.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, very, very cool. And some names that are hugely influential also in sort of the, Magic's sort of immediate term in terms of the world champion and the another French player going into the finals. Justice making top 4. Henry Stern was a big influence on Magic. So a lot of names that ring out even today, which is pretty shocking given that this was so long ago.
Yeah.
And also qualifying for this is really hard.
Yeah.
You had to basically spike nationals to get there.
Yeah. So those are our top 4 players. Now we're going to turn our attention to the top 2 decks. What was in the finals? We're going to find out right after this. All right, everybody. It is now time to go over the 2 finalist deck lists and the decks that we are going to be playing for you on camera in just a minute. We're going to start with Alexander Blumke's white, blue, black, some call it Esper. Was there a Sanctuary in Apocalypse with these color combination? No, right?
In Apocalypse?
No, right?
No.
Okay, what was the dragon that was this color?
Dromar.
Yeah, we're going to call it Dromar Control.
Mm-hmm.
The rack. White, blue, black. Let's start with the creatures. I got 6 of them here. 3 Hypnotic Specters. 2 Sengir Vampires. We saved the best for last. El Royale with cheese. The Royal Assassin.
I mean, what's there to talk about?
Yeah.
Those are industry standard numbers. 3 Hypnotic Specters. By far the best creature you can play in black at the time.
That's right.
But, the second copy, by the time you've hit them a bunch of times, they don't have any cards anyway, so who really cares?
How good even is it?
So then you have Sengir Vampire, that's your heavy hitter.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Royal Assassin to play mop-up duty on anything your opponent might have been able to play before getting hippied and hymned down to the ground.
Okay, got it. That's good deck building. Definitely don't want a 4th hippie. That's for sure. Instants, 12 of them. A Dark Banishing. I'm going to save the best for last, excuse me. 2 Terrors, 1 Power Sink, 3 Disenchant, 1 Swords of Plowshares, and most importantly, 4 Dark Ritual.
Right. So Dark Ritual, that's pretty good here. Hypnotic Specter, Tourach. Also, the average card is just so bad that whatever Dark Ritual is at least useful.
Sure.
The 1 Swords of Plowshares is a little bit suspicious.
Okay.
In defense, this deck is base black.
Yep.
It's not trivial for it to generate white mana, and that is part of it. And then second, when we get to the enchantment section, we'll point out a little non-bow with Swords to Plowshares.
Okay. The Dark Banishing, the Terror, just a little bit of removal. Going out of your way to splash with Power Sink.
I don't mind it.
All right.
I mean, again, it's functionally counterspell because the games go on for a million turns. No one is really doing anything. The Power Sink ability, actually quite useful at the time.
Okay.
Tapping people out to be able to resolve your big play, your balances, Armageddons of the world, whatever.
Okay.
But the ability to splash is really the big thing.
Let's go to sorceries here. I got a Mind Twist, I got a Balance, and I got 4 Hymn to Tourach.
All busted. Great.
Yep.
No criticisms there. That all sounds fine.
No notes. Let's move on to the enchantments. Oh, here we go. We might have some criticisms here. I got a... so sorry. I have 3 Dance of the Dead, a Pestilence, a Land Tax, and a Spirit Link.
Yeah.
Where would you like to begin?
So the Dance of the Dead is, first of all, that's the reason I think, one of the reasons to only have 1 copy of Swords of Plowshares is you want your opponent's stuff going to the graveyard.
Okay.
Via discard or your removal like Terror and Dark Banishing so you can Dance of the Dead it back later.
Sure.
The 1 Spirit Link is suspicious. I don't really know what to do with that because we're not really talking about the best allotment of creatures to put a Spirit Link on in the first place. Keep in mind, though, you can Spirit Link opposing creatures.
I was gonna say, put it on their
and
thing.
It kind of acts as a removal spell against things that are just attacking.
Okay.
So it's not, it's a little underrated at the time, but it's still a weird card to have in here.
Okay. How do we feel about the Pestilence?
Really rough. Not a fan of Pestilence with 6 creatures.
Yep.
Not a fan of Pestilence with 6 creatures, 3 of which are very easy to kill with your own Pestilence.
Sure.
Not a big fan of Pestilence with Adhikar Wastes.
Tough.
Yeah, but I really think, going back to this player's story, not sure what deck they're going to play. Back at the room after sealed in day one.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just kind of feeling it.
No, I get that. I get that. You're like kind of cooking in the back of the room in the morning, and then all of a sudden you submit your deck, and then like all looks like good ideas.
As our dear friend Greg Hatch once said,
what a guy.
I'm not here to micromanage my subconscious.
That's
So if someone said, one Pestilence, that's what I want to be doing here, who am I to judge?
Let's go to the artifacts. I got a Disrupting Scepter. I got 2 Icy Manipulators. I got 3 of the Rack, and then 2 Zuran Orbs.
Sure.
Yeah.
Again, it's the Disrupting Scepter is on theme for the discard stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 copies of Zuran Orb is a little excessive, probably, but again, it's the value over replacement. Like, what would you be playing otherwise?
Okay, sure.
Pretty lean.
4th hippie. What?
And the racks are just a nice, if you want to get into it. Yeah. I think that playing Dance of the Dead with an eye towards reanimating one of your opponent's creatures that you made them discard is worse than just playing a creature that is just decent on rate.
Yeah, sure.
Like a 4th Hypnotic Specter or whatever.
Yeah, I would agree.
There are options.
The big change here is that there's arguably the appropriate number of lands. 25. They got 3 Atticor Waste, 1 Bottomless Vault, 4 Mishra's Factories, 3 Plains, 1 Strip Mine, 12 Swamp, 1 Underground River. Look, the number's high. I'm not going to say they're all the correct numbers, though.
Yeah, this is the real step forward that this deck represents, is something approaching the correct number of lands.
Yes.
Now, would I play with more blue sources? Sure, probably. 1 Strip Mine, skeptical of. This is pretty good to play more of that. You can count Strip Mine as a spell. That's another thing, because it's a 0 mana stone rain. Find room for that. But whatever. At least we're moving in the direction of playing close to the right amount of mana.
And then we've got some sideboard cards to go over here. A little mishmash of things. I got a Circle Protection Artifacts. I got a Circle Protection Black. I got 2 Circle Protection Red. Another Land Tax. A Prismatic Ward. 4 copies of Gloom. 2 Stromgold Cabal. A Blue Elemental Blast. A Magical Hack. And a Sleight of Hand.
So there are some step forwards and some step backs in this.
Okay.
A big criticism that I would have of decks of this era is their sideboards are just worse than grab 15 of the egregious color hosers that you could play and just have them in your sideboard.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
At least this deck is playing with 4 copies of Gloom. The Stromgold Cabals, the Blue Elemental Blast. Those are they should have just been industry standard. They're in every sideboard. Why wouldn't you play with these cards?
I agree with
There's some fancier stuff going on the edges. And again, the Prismatic Ward, when you only have 6 creatures, is pretty weird. I don't know what's going on there, but I want to give a little bit of love and acknowledgement for having some of the color hosers.
I will say that there are 3 blue cards in the sideboard, and there are 3 Atticor Wastes.
Sure, yeah.
That's the only way to cast them.
No, yeah, that part's great.
That part's tough.
You can't even land tax for them.
No, there's no island yet. So it might just be a little tough to cast the Blue Blast, the Hack, and the Sleight of Mind. But that's neither here nor there. That's Alexander Blumke's Decklist. Remember, he was cooking that baby up very early before day number 2 began. So maybe that's the reason it's not perfect. As for Marc Hernandez, who was also cooking things up the evening before day number 2, White-red Vice control. Vice being black Vice, of course. We'll get to that card in just a second. Instance, 3 Swords of Plowshare, 3 Disenchant. Love it.
Yeah.
Just some. I play this deck in the playing portion, by the way. Swords is super good. Disenchant super good. That part's easy.
Yeah.
Maybe you want 4 of each, maybe you don't. Let's go to sorceries. 3 Wrath of God, 2 Earthquake, a Balance, 3 Armageddon. Okay.
All really good.
Yep, those cards are all good magic cards. Earthquake is kind of a win condition. Wrath, mop up those creatures. Armageddon, take care of those lands. I'm a big Armageddon stan, so that's super cool. And then a Balance. I feel like just everybody's playing a Balance. You have access to white mana.
Yeah, you have to keep in mind 2 things. 1, the card's just busted.
Yeah.
And the second, a recurring thing that we have talked about and that we've noticed playing in these games is there's a lot of sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah.
The reaction is so much better than the proactive stuff. So if you have a card that's maybe dead or hard to cast a percentage of the time, but every so often it's just lights out, those cards are a lot better to be playing during this era than cards that are just sort of medium. They have no volatility to their value.
I would agree. We go to enchantments now. We got 2 land tax, 2 island sanctuary, and 2 circle protection red. Land tax, busted. Also incredibly boring to play with. Island sanctuary, pretty good. Some decks just straight up can't beat it.
Yep.
But second, if you're potentially decking your opponent with your Howling Mine deck, skip your draw step. Maybe that comes up in what you're going to watch a little later. We'll see. The circle protection red, a little bit of a combo with your earthquakes.
This deck has got some cool stuff going on here.
Yeah.
The island sanctuaries and the circles, they aren't fully dissonant with what is going on in your deck. As you called out, Howling Mine plus Island Sanctuary, that's a thing.
Yep.
Circle of Protection red plus Earthquake, that's a thing.
Yep.
But also these are cards game 1 pre-sideboard that a percentage of your opponents are just not going to be able to beat.
Yeah.
And when you're playing games that revolve around land tax and you're just taxing a bunch, you end up discarding to hand size all the time. So if you have some dead cards in your hand, typically not that big of a deal, but getting that edge against whatever it is, 5%, 10%, 50% of your opponents who can't beat what are effectively sideboard cards game 1. Mm-hmm. A really cool piece of innovation here.
Artifacts, there's 21 of them. That's a ton. We got a couple copies of Zuran Orb here. I was going to say a couple. There's actually 3 copies of Zuran Orb. That's a lot. Really good with Armageddon, really good with Balance. You got 3 Winter Orbs. It can lock your opponent out, which I like. You have an Ivory Tower. If I'm going to be land taxing and howling mining, bang, I got some ways to gain some life. 3 Icy Manipulator. Really good at shutting off Winter Orb and allowing you to untap all your stuff.
Also good against your opponent when they are under Winter Orb.
True. So nice fit in this deck. 4 Howling Mine, that's kind of the engine of the deck, alongside 4 copies of Black Vice and then 3 Fellwar Stone. Fellwar Stone, 2 mana artifact. That gives you a little bit of mana acceleration. Now, it is notable of this deck only playing 20 lands, which you can, of course, see in the graphic on the screen. Those Fellwar Stones are pretty important.
They're a huge part of this deck, but there's a bigger structural thing going on here.
Yeah.
You look at these deck lists from this era, and you see a lot of decks with 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts and enchantments in their main deck. And you're also going to see a lot of decks that play 3 or 4 disenchants in the main deck. So there's one way to beat Disenchant, which is just to say I'm not playing any artifacts and enchantments at all. And then there's another approach, which we see here kind of for the first time in a big setting, which is I'm going to overload my opponent's disenchants. Yep. Not only do I have too many artifacts and enchantments, but they're also too valuable.
Yep.
It's not just you have random, let's say, juggernauts or whatever in your deck. It's Howling Mine, Winter Orb, Icy Manipulator, Land Tax. These are all cards that are very hard to operate through. Mm-hmm. They're also cards where the second copy isn't necessarily very good, but if your opponent's interacting with the first one, thank goodness you have the second copy.
Yep.
So there's a lot going on with this deck that's way ahead of its time.
I would agree.
I know that some of the numbers are goofy, but the combination of sideboard cards that still kind of work with your core plan game number 1, alongside just a boatload of artifacts and enchantments to overwhelm your opponent's game 1 interaction are gigantic leaps forward.
The lands here, there's only 20 of them. Part of the reason for that, I believe, is because of the multiple copies of land tax in the deck. Howling Mine's able to draw you lands, Fellwar Stone as well, so you can maybe cheat on lands a little bit. One place we didn't cheat is on Strip Mine. 4. Boom. Along with Ruins of Trocaire, 9 plains, 4 mountains, and 2 Adakar Waste.
Sure. I think this deck could probably stand to have a little bit more mana.
Maybe a little.
I think that you could certainly talk me into a second copy of Ruins of Trocaire. It's so on theme for what this deck is doing. Mm-hmm. But 20 lands is not crazy given the Fellwar Stones and just the amount of card drawing between land tax and Howling Mine.
As far as the sideboard is concerned, you're going to find a Sleight of Mind here, 3 Pyroclasms, 3 Lightning Bolts, 2 Fireballs, 2 Earthquakes, and the Weirdo in 4 Mountains. Now, as I've thought about this deck more and more, I just mentioned how there's only 20 lands. Mm-hmm. And there's going to be some matchups that go long. Maybe some people can handle your land taxes. Now, we have seen players in modern times sideboard a land or 2. Thinking of you, Jerry Thompson. You've been known to sideboard a land on occasion. 4 is a ton, but it actually makes some sense because there's going to be some matchups where you got some bad cards in your deck. Like maybe you're playing against a creatureless deck and your Wrath of Gods are no good and your Earthquakes are no good. And in that instance, you wouldn't mind having more lands.
it's better than a lot of the other stuff that you could find.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds silly, but we're not talking about the deepest pool of playable cards.
Yeah.
And so just having more mana for games that go long, especially if your deck has Winter Orb, and so continuing to make your land drops as the game proceeds could be really valuable. I don't know if you can do better than 4 mountains, but it's not wild to have them in the sideboard.
And I also think with the fact that there's multiple red cards in the sideboard, you've got these bolts and pyroclasms, fireballs and earthquakes. You might be wondering why aren't they like dwarven vines or something like that? Well, they're basics because you can search for them with land text.
Yeah, and the games that go on for a long time are likely to involve a lot of taxing. You don't want to run out there.
I said dwarven vines. What's the name? Is it Dwarven Ruins?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ruins. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
I also want to call out the 2 copies of Lightning Bolt. That's a weird one. 3 copies of Lightning Bolt in the sideboard. That's another weird one because you think about red decks at the time, Lightning Bolt's the first card that you play. It's still a huge feature of red decks in larger formats, and why would you have them in the sideboard? That's a little bit weird.
Yeah.
I think what this deck is going for is game 1, I'm going to make the game about something else entirely and lock you out. I'm not interested in these sort of 1-for-1 exchanges that are tempo efficient.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to completely undermine your ability to interact, and I don't care about individual discrete exchanges like that. Post board, you're going to run into some people where you need that kind of stuff. They're going to be operating too fast. They're going to have methods of attacking your white cards where you need to diversify your color portfolio of ways of interacting.
Yep.
It allows you to convert your deck into more of a burn deck if that's appropriate for matchups where your opponent's entirely creatureless, whatever. So even though it is a high rate card, and even though it is in the main deck of pretty much every red deck we encounter in this era, I think there's a really strong argument for having them in the sideboard here, because this deck game 1 is not trying to just bolt your bird.
Yeah.
It's trying to lock you out of the game.
Yep.
And everything that's in the main deck is really dedicated to that game plan.
All right. We've talked about it enough. Now it's time to go play the finals once again. He's playing Alexander Blumke's white, blue, black, the rack control deck. I am playing Marc Hernandez's white, red, vice control deck right now. All right, everybody, we are here. It is time to battle. We've gone over the decks, we've gone over the players, we've gone over the tournament. Now it's time to, I like to say figure out who should have won the tournament, but you don't like that.
No, I don't.
Okay.
The tournament has already happened.
Technically true.
We acknowledge that if people drew different cards or different things happened, people made different plays, that the outcome could have been different.
Sure.
That's not interesting.
Okay.
We're just trying to recreate the match as best we can.
Okay, fair enough. So last time we played, that was the 94 championships. You won 4-1. Probably, maybe could have been 5-0. Not sure.
Maybe. I had one game that I would like to have an opportunity to go back in time and play again. But that's the whole point of this.
That's true.
I'm sure the people who competed in the World Championships back then had some games and matches and maybe some deck construction choices that they would like to take back. But
Perhaps.
here we are.
Dice, please. Here we go. High roll, as all Magic games should be decided. 7 craps out. 6.
Just lose every time.
Have you always done this?
Yeah, I try to.
Really?
Yeah, because so the reason that I do this is trying to make sure that no one can accuse me of like soft rolling one of them.
Yeah, sure.
So if you do this, it's sort of like you can't really stack it, you know?
I don't even know how one would soft roll. There's probably like a book on that or something.
One match out of 100 I play against someone if we're high rolling where one of the two dice I'm like, I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I just take matters in my own hands.
We have 7 card hands that we're happy with. Best of luck.
Best of luck.
Here we go. This card is important in the matchup. Bang.
Okay.
Land tax. You.
Very good against the rack.
Yes.
And also just in general.
Okay. A dueling land
A
tax.
mirror.
I don't even know how this really goes.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
It's bad news for you.
Yeah, I don't think
I do.
I don't think it's good for me. So I literally have been playing Magic for over 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been here before.
Mm-hmm.
You have been here before.
I have.
Okay. I kind of don't want to play a land.
Yeah, no, that is part of it.
3, 4, 5. Go.
Land tax is a hoop.
Go ahead.
Go.
Okay. Okay.
Captivating stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
As an example, I have a strip mine in my hand.
Yeah. Strip yourself?
Do I do that?
That seems quite bad.
That doesn't seem good at all.
No.
Right? Am I just supposed to play a normal game?
Depends on what you're... It's just... I can't really offer much advice.
I feel like you know more than I know. All right, you're going to get the land tax. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll tax.
Yep. What would you do at home? Leave a comment wherever you're watching this, Patreon or YouTube. What would you do? Now, this is interesting because, like, I kind of want you to land tax because I'm a black vice deck.
Yeah,
but I don't have a black
vice. Yeah. And it doesn't really appreciably change much as far as that goes because I was close to discarding the hand size anyway.
And now I don't think I'm ever, well, I don't want to say never going to get the land tax, but it's unlikely, especially because your deck has Dark Ritual. Giving you a good shove.
Yeah.
Should have piled
a wash.
Should have piled your
draw.
Yep. Did you have a second land? Tell the truth. I hate you. Okay.
Only 2 move to discard.
Sure.
Yeah, it's 10, so you know it's not even like it's really very much there. Pretty sure this is just the 3 lands I taxed for. Go ahead.
Okay. Go.
How many cards in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 1. That's a 6er.
6. Okay. Discard.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is compelling. Got him. Nah, I mean not really, because it's gonna get disenchanted. But go.
Oh no, 3.
Okay.
Taking it.
Okay.
So you're learning. You are learning.
Okay.
Go.
He's got to make a move.
I do.
I'll draw.
Dude, you missed your land tax.
I'm gonna land tech. Nope. You know what? We're here now.
It's the World Championships.
We're here now. We're here now. We're here now. It's okay.
Yeah, and also you would just again.
I'm over it.
Yeah,
I'm over it.
You're off it. It's fine.
I said I was gonna play better. I lied. Go.
You're right.
How many?
3.
14. I'll get it next time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Go.
I would like to trigger land tax. All right, 1, 2, and
so do you remember when land tax was unbanned in Legacy?
Yeah, it was like I'd say it was kind of a big deal. Like there was a lot of like, what are land tax decks going to look like?
So if you back up a little bit,
okay,
when there was some announcement from the
there you go,
from Aaron Forsyth about some Legacy update. This is before the land tax unban. Talked about land tax, and it's like, well, even if it's close on power level,
yeah,
it's so miserable that we're better off having it left banned.
Yeah, absolutely.
This card is horrendous.
It's awful.
It's awful.
Yeah.
And in Legacy, where there's a lot of powerful stuff going on, it's kind of whatever. But we're playing this game right now, and it's like, you can see how bad this is. Right?
Yeah, this is terrible.
This is terrible.
I did not know what to do on the first one.
It's not even that the gameplay's miserable. It's also really hard.
Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 cards in my hand.
We're back here.
I have 10 cards. And I feel like I'm supposed to cast this spell. Even though it's weird. You land tax, so I know you have lands in your hand. So, yeah, you know what? Just fly by the sweet of my pants. Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna sink for 1.
Okay, that's fine.
I take a point.
So you're at 13.
And upkeep, I take 2 more. Sorry, I don't know if you're playing
I got another game action.
My bad.
That's all good. I got all these lands, you see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, I have to go to discard.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that's a great choice.
Yeah. This card 61 or 62?
I don't know. I've been critical of some of your plays at various points. I think discarding the copper is really good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I take 2.
All right, so that's going to put you to 11. Okay. Senior.
Mind twist for 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. Give it a good shove.
I think you've navigated this land tax pretty well.
Me?
From what I've seen.
Okay.
Other than the time you forgot.
Yeah. Besides that.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Call these.
Okay.
Got lands, and a wrath.
Okay.
Strip mine at least. Something. Go.
All right. I'm going to untap ski.
Yep.
I get attack ski.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3.
See, when us old school heads talk about like, oh, this card's miserable and you have no frame of reference for it, sometimes we're right.
Here's what I remember of the land tax unbanning. Reed Duke played it in some legacy tournaments on the SCG tour. I don't really remember how he did, but he tried to make it work. That's all I really remember. All right.
Very different animal when you have something like Box Time in 2.
Good draw step.
What'd you get? Oh no. That is a good draw step.
Artifact strategy.
Yeah, man.
Go.
Oh.
How many?
You know what's also awesome about this is this is now the second time that I have been just haymakered by playing the wrong land.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I played an attic card instead of an underground river, and it's been like
it matters.
A nightmare.
Okay, yeah.
Now it's a nightmare again.
Yep.
All right. How many cards are in your hand?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5.
Okay. Okay. I take 1.
All right, 10.
Oh, come on. Go.
And you're not.
What?
Oh, just you have the land. You're not going to play it.
Yeah, not really.
I'm sure you have a reason. Just thinking about it. That's all.
So like I basically have to draw a disenchant to be able to do anything in this spot.
Shit. Okay.
And playing a land doesn't do anything for my ability to cast disenchant because I'm untapping 1 land next turn.
Sure.
And based on the cards in my hand, just letting you tax again is pretty bad. So there's,
totally fair. Totally fair.
Go ahead.
Okay. I untapped this and the land.
Right.
Draw. And me letting you tax again would stink. So it's a good thing I drew this.
That is a good one.
And I have the ability to, I'm at 20. I could play a land, it doesn't do anything. So I'm just going to say go.
All right, so I'm taking 2.
All right, so you're going to tap 1 land, you're going to go to 8.
Right, I'll draw.
Sure.
Go.
All right. Untap nothing.
Right.
You played a land.
You
did not. You did not. Never mind. You untap a land. 3, 4, 5. So I draw off my turn. Everybody's favorite card that doesn't do anything. So I am incentivized to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you drew Disenchant, we get to keep playing. Okay, I'm at peace with that. Quake. 6.
Yeah.
So you're at 2,
And
and I take 6.
Yeah.
I'm at 14, and then I'm going to
Sure.
sack that and go back to 16 and say go and assume a Disenchant.
I do. Hey, we can keep going for a little bit.
Okay.
And 5 lands to 5 lands. All right, I'm gonna untap my planes.
Okay.
Go.
All right. we are going to do this one plus this one. This.
Tax. Yep.
Yeah, this card's horrible. This card
It's so horrible.
This is miserable.
It's so horrible.
How did they come up with 3?
It's a good question.
Did we test 2? Did we ever try testing 2? And just go, nah, it's not good enough.
I don't know.
Maybe I should get a 3rd one. I don't know. I don't make cards. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter. Draw a card for my turn. I've already done that stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay.
It could also be like sacrifice this and get 3 lands.
Also true.
Just another way of handling it.
Just doesn't sit here the whole game.
Yeah.
Play a land, so it's 6 on 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go. Vice is not in play. Go.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Yep.
Moving along.
Just wanted to put the fear in you. 3.
You have a full grip.
Yeah, I'm 7 up.
Go.
Okay, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to untap a mountain. No land tax. This is done.
You do not want a land tax?
No, I have no more basics.
Okay.
I'll draw for my turn. Decline.
Yeah.
Total land tax, thanks. Thanks for asking. This on mine.
Sure.
Okay. And I'm going to play a land for the turn. 1, 2, 3. Because it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, so 7 up.
Yep.
Your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna untap a swamp. And draw.
2 16s.
Ooh!
Draw 2.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. There's a lot going on. We're old, there's a lot going on.
Alright, let's see here. And I'm at 2.
Yeah, 2 to 16. I'll say hypothetical 16. Hippie's fine. With a little flourish. Okay.
Well, one of us has finally drawn a card that allows the game to proceed to the end.
Yes.
So it's a pretty exciting
You get to
moment.
actually do something?
Yeah, or you would kill it maybe. I don't know, whatever. Just anything.
Alright, so untap a plains, untap this.
Yeah.
No. Did that, do this. 1, 2. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I can play a land. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Icy.
Icy is good.
Okay. And just gonna get this over with. I don't really know if I'm supposed to do that or not. Alright, so you're gonna go to 4. I'm gonna say go.
Upkeep.
Nope.
Alright, draw 2.
Yep. Alright, yep. Here it is. There it is, okay. There it is.
Sengir Vampire.
Alright, 16 to 4. I want to confirm, if I tap this, I get to untap everything, right?
That is true.
Yeah, that's right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, bonk.
Yeah.
Alright, untap.
Yep.
Draw for... You ready for that thing to leave? I will... Okay, so no tax. No, did that. Draw 2. It's kind of funny because I don't have the answer to that right now.
It's icy.
I mean, yes.
And you're at effectively
and
40.
Yeah. I mean, I have a clean answer.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, struggling.
Yeah, it's brutal out there.
This.
Yeah.
Play that.
Yeah. You'll be all right.
Yeah. I'll figure out a way. Go. Go.
Upkeep.
Nope.
Draw.
And another one.
Yep. Sorry. Ooh. Move to combat.
I prefer if you didn't.
3, 4, 5, 6. Discard.
Yes.
All
All
right.
right.
The dead.
So let's do an untap of one land.
Yeah.
2 Felwar Stones and an Icy. No. Did it. Check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I gain 1. 17. Draw 2.
Yep.
1, 2. Okay. Go ahead and strip that. And I will just say go.
Upkeep.
Nope. Yep. Yep.
Cards in.
6er.
6. All right. I'll move to combat.
All right, let's go. 13. Oh, I should have gotten you. That's all right. Next time. I can't get you with anything there. Okay.
Go to 3. Sack everything.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is balance maybe?
Balance. So I gain 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
All right, so 18 plus 3 puts you at 21.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. That's the first thing.
Sorry. So this is all in the graveyard.
Yep.
Balance is on the stack.
Okay, so that creature's going to die anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, because I don't have any. Okay, and then how many cards you got?
6.
6, okay. And you're not floating anything? You're right, because you were tapped out. So
Yeah, I'm
1,
tapped
2,
out.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I'm going to gain... I mean, this just got horrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to gain 16.
Yeah.
6 and 3 is 9. Okay, so I'm going to go to 29 to your 21.
Yep.
Okay. Do I have any reason to activate Icy Manipulator before this happens? There's nothing really...
Allow me.
Yeah, that'll show him. Okay. There's really nothing to Icy, so that's going to go here. Okay.
All right. And
All right.
so this resolves.
Yep.
And we each have 6 cards in hand.
We each have 6 cards.
Go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so Orb, nothing. Tower, 1, 2, 3. I have 6 cards, so I gain 2. Yep. I'm at 31. I draw 2.
Yep.
7, 8. Discard.
Second circle, right?
Go ahead.
All right, draw 2.
Yep.
Discard.
Okay.
Go.
Nothing. Game 3.
Yep.
34. Draw 2.
Yep.
1, 2. All right, so now it's time to make a move. Because I drew this.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go.
All right, I take 3.
All right, so you go to 18. 18 to 34. Do you tax or no?
I'm not taxing.
Okay.
Discard.
Yep.
Go.
Okay, so 34, 18. Okay, Winter Orb, untap 1, game 3, 37, draw 1, draw 2. Okay, so now I don't care if you do that. Okay, so enters the battlefield tapped.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Discard a land tax. Go.
I take 3.
Yep, you're at 15. Yep.
I think I forgot to discard another card last turn.
I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm down to 7 now. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Orb. Tower gain 3, 40. Draw 2. 1, 2. Play this land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna discard. Go to discard.
Yeah.
Island Sanctuary, go.
All right, I take 3.
Okay. 15, 12. Go. Okay. Alright, do this again. Nothing. Tower, gain 3 and 43. Draw 2. 1, 2. I'll play a land. I'll play this Zuran Orb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure I have nothing to do, which I do not Sego.
Take 3.
Okay. On your upkeep.
Sure.
Keep going. Okay. Dark Ritual? No, the Rack.
Go.
Some rack attacks. Okay. I think it is probably smart to do this.
The orb.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stack all my lands.
All right. So you're gonna go in 6. You're gonna go to 15.
Yep. Go. This is
All right.
gameplay is so good.
It's really good. This is really good. Untap these.
Yeah.
Untap this to Wonder Orb.
Yeah.
Check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I gain 2. 45. Draw 2. 1, 2. Tap these. Play that. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No other game actions.
All right. So I take 2.
Yes. So 13.
Draw 2.
Yep.
Or 3, right?
Draw 3 all day. Good deck. Okay.
Move to discard.
Yep. Yeah, you're good. Keep going.
Go.
Okay. Okay, untap these.
Yep.
This.
Yep.
Game 3. Game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Game 3. 48. Peel 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. This.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, I'm gonna go to discard.
Yep.
I'm gonna discard. Discard Wrath. I'm gonna discard Balance.
Okay.
Sego.
Upkeep.
Strip Mine.
Yeah. Yes. And I'm gonna take 3.
Okay, so you're gonna go to 10.
Draw 3.
Yep.
Yep. Move to discard.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8. 7. Go.
Okay. Untap. Done. Game 3. 51. Draw 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Strip Mine that.
You had a car?
Yep.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards.
Yeah.
1.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you're trying to do.
Mm.
All right, I got 2 black vices left.
Okay. That's a lot of those.
That is a lot of those. It depends on when they show up. Okay, I played a strip mine. I've done all those other things. This is no longer a card.
Is it red? Yeah, out of red mana.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
I think I'm out of red mana.
Okay.
This is still a card, and these are still cards. It's just, I think I'm supposed to cast one of them. I don't think that's bad. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We'll play a third Howling Mind.
Sure.
1, 2. I have these. Oh, actually, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess technically I wouldn't have to discard if I just played this. But I don't have a reason to play it. Actually, yeah, I do.
You gonna get in?
No, I'm discarding. I was going to
Okay.
discard that. I was going to discard that.
You're just like getting 4 mana again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Icy.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go.
Upkeep.
Nope.
3 off the vice.
7.
Tax.
Okay. Now he's gonna let it rip. This has got to be Search for a Swamp and some sort of Dark Ritual nonsense. Yeah. Okay.
All right, so put this in my hand. Draw 4.
Yep. Where's this one?
Ritual.
Wait, yep.
5 mana.
5 black.
I'm going to him myself.
Okay. Terror and Hippie. Gone.
All right. So I have 3 black floating.
Indeed.
Him myself
Yeah.
again.
It's great TV. Really? Okay, okay. All right, couple of lands. Down to 3 cards.
Go.
Winter Orb.
Yep.
All right, untap everything.
You can't keep getting away with
You
this.
haven't gotten away with anything
You
yet.
can't keep getting away with this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 54.
Yeah.
Draw 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 7 cards left. Yeah, you're trying. You're trying there, pal.
This is a Herculean effort. on
You
my
are
part.
trying.
Run your ass out. That's the thing. You go,
Nice.
oh.
I found one. Yeah, I see the 3. You about to get some mo?
Yeah, I know.
Nope. This, that, yep. Land, don't have one. That's free.
There's a lot of Zuran Orbs.
That's a lot. Orb flood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Discard Wrath, Geddon.
Okay.
Sago.
So upkeep, I take 0. And
Oh, well, okay.
I'm going to... I have to resolve my land tax before you make a call on your IC.
Yep.
I am... Well, I'll trigger tax.
Okay.
This is pretty tricky. Am I at again?
I have you at 7.
7. So if I go in the next turn with 6 cards in hand, I'm fine. I'm drawing up to 7. I am not going to tax.
Okay. Icy Swamp.
Yeah.
Do it with this Icy Strip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might respond.
Okay.
I'll strip your Runes of Trocaire.
It's dead. I can't do anything.
You can gain 2 if you want to.
Yeah.
Do you want to cut?
56. No cuts ever.
All right, so draw 4.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Go. Sweet mother of God. Did he do it? Did he?
How many cards do you have?
In my hand?
Yes.
5.
Okay. It's not over. It's not over.
I know it's not over.
It's not over.
But can you believe this? What's happened?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. It's not over. Okay.
Yeah.
Just need a little something to drink. It's not over. Okay.
Okay.
So, hypothetically, 11. I have all the life in the world.
Yep.
Okay, so that doesn't matter.
I'm really not in a position to attack.
I don't think I have any more red sources of mana for the Earthquake that's been in my hand. Yep, my 4 mountains are in the graveyard. Okay. So now I have to get this decision right. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Untap.
Yeah.
These, this. This.
Yep.
Okay. Trigger this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gain 2. 58. Should probably do that on camera. Draw 3.
Sure.
1. You got 4 left.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
You find something good?
I found something interesting.
Okay.
Good is
Sure.
good is hard to say. Okay. All right. One sec. You don't have white mana,
No.
so I have to tap a mana to do that. This is in play. Play this.
Okay. So is this skip 1 draw step or all?
I believe it is skip 1.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. I've done that. I don't have a land to play, so I'm going to discard a redundant Winter Orb,
Okay.
and I will say go.
All right. Upkeep. I'm gonna take 2 off your vices because I have 5 cards in hand.
So 2 total?
Yeah.
All right, so you go to 5.
I'll pass my land tax.
Okay.
So draw 3.
Yes. If I may.
You may.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay. Rack attack is fine. Never gonna matter.
Go.
All right. Tap this.
Yeah.
Do it with. I want to make sure I want to do this. I want to do it with this. Okay. And then I would like to also tap that.
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna untap everything. Okay. Winter Orb is done. Trigger this because I have to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So game 3, I go to 61. All right. In my upkeep. Okay, you have 8?
8.
You have 8 cards, okay. I have 4. So I would do that. And I would effectively have to do that every turn, which I think I can do. Okay. In my upkeep, tap these.
Okay.
Skip my draw step.
Good.
No play.
So upkeep, I got 7 cards in my hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna untap this. I'm gonna sack this as Zuran Orb and take 6.
Okay, so you're gonna sack the Zuran Orb. So you're gonna go up to 7.
Right.
And then how much do you take?
6.
You take 6. You go down to 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Draw a card.
Okay.
Wait. Go up to 3.
3.
To disenchant Realm Sanctuary.
This is all an upkeep still or no?
No, this is me.
Yeah. You drew one card?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. This is dead.
Go.
Okay.
Okay, I'm dead now. I can't get out of the Rex.
You can't get out?
Not next turn, yeah. I'm dead. Yes! That's a beautiful game one.
Yes!
That is a game one. Straight out of 1995.
Oh
right
my
there.
gosh. All right, after marathon, game number 1, game number 2 begins with you on the play.
Let's do it.
Do it to it.
Go.
Nudge. Just waiting.
Yeah, of course.
Waiting to get stripped.
Jesus.
Who?
Him. You.
All right.
You this time it's
Hey! It's a
No,
fair,
it's worth checking in
it's a
after the last
fair
game.
question.
Okay. Action at least.
Took my best card.
Go ahead. Yeah, Howling Mine is so sick. I mean, really, the root of the issue in this matchup is, at least pre-board, they're kind of interconnected, but I don't have nearly enough disenchants for how many awesome artifacts you have.
Yeah.
And I have so many dead cards.
Yep.
Draw. So. It is actually part of the reason Black Vice is good against me. It's like I regularly have cards in my hand that cannot be cast under literally any circumstances in the match.
They never do anything. You.
Is this good? I literally can't get it out of my hand. It's not even like I can do it on my own stuff.
Yeah, you can't even do that.
All right,
Seriously.
draw 2.
All right. That's a really good point, actually.
Go.
All right. Deuce.
Yeah.
1, 2. Okay, let's have a game. Yep.
All right. 2.
Okay.
No, sorry, draw 2.
Yeah,
Draw 2. God, we are fucking cooking. Go.
Ah, vampire.
Is there any chance that a creature dies during a turn in which vampire damaged it?
Weirdly, no.
No? No chance
But
of
dream
that?
big. Dream big.
This is a pretty proactive game. We're like using mana on our main phase and stuff.
Yeah, let's say that's what's happening. Shortly.
Shortly. It takes me so much work to get this thing into play. You'd at least let me get one, just a gentleman's hit in, you know?
All right, artifact.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You really wanted that 4/4. You got it. Scram. You're at 24.
Didn't need it.
You.
Upkeep.
Nope.
Draw 2.
Okay. Okay.
Cards in your hand.
3 of them.
Go. Yep.
Untap everything.
Yep.
Okay. Draw 2.
Yep.
1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of want to ride this wave forever, so go.
Okay, all in depth.
You got one of them.
Upkeep. Okay, draw 2.
Yep. Okay. Come on, man. Just slam it down with just such confidence.
I got no other action, man.
Okay. Royal Assassin resolves.
Go.
Okay. Okay.
Good luck, buddy.
Yep. Untap these.
Yeah.
Anything?
No, go.
Draw 2.
Yep.
Land for turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nope.
Upkeep.
Nope.
Draw 3.
Yep.
Combat.
It's 19 all day. 19 to 24.
Oh yeah. We're looking good.
Yep. Gotta get started somewhere.
Move to discard.
Thinking. This one. Sorry. Swamp.
I'll tap your Runes of Trocare.
It's fine.
Alright, go.
Okay. Untap this. Untap Runes. Untap Icy. Draw for my turn. Draw for my turn. Draw for my turn. There we go. It's because I have a bunch of those in play.
Oh boy. 4.
Good.
I'll sack to Orb.
Yep. How much?
14.
You're 38.
Yep.
Go.
Draw 3.
Yep. Sure.
Two.
Okay.
Finally gonna tell the assassin to knock it off.
Oh, 18. Assassin's fine with me. Okay. Yep. Alright.
Go.
Untap this. Untap this. Draw.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Swords. You're 40. Strip. 42. Go.
Upkeep.
No mana. Your lands.
You can tap other stuff. I'm just asking. You can
No,
tap
I
Icy.
don't have any mana.
Oh, wow. Okay, yep.
I learned that from you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Draw 3.
Yeah.
Business.
Satin. Okay. Okay. 5 cards.
Discard.
Yeah, I'll tap your Icy or whatever. But yeah, discard's fine.
Good.
Untap the Orb. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. You. Oop. Hit 3.
Combat.
Okay. 16. They get better and better. Now,
Yeah, they do.
I will say, I'm not entirely sure how I'm doing 42. Okay. I do have some concerns around that.
Move to discard.
Swamp.
Nothing matters, right?
In this game or life? Which one?
This game.
Okay.
I guess you could still do something with your mana. I'll tap the planes. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Untap these. 1, 2, 3, Stripper Swarm.
Game 2.
Okay, so you're at 44. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Circle. Go. Factory.
Sure.
Okay.
Draw 3.
Yep.
Combat.
15 Royal Assassins.
Just getting his beats in.
5
This thing should get poison counters. It was only
Okay,
over
okay.
it.
I got no argument there.
We're not changing the rules on the fly. I'm just saying. Discard.
Yeah.
Your deck with no creatures and only plow for removal.
Yeah.
These things have not been good.
Weird. 1, 2, 3. This. This.
Sure.
This is, I don't want to say never going to come to fruition, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. Huh? Okay.
Is the dream dead?
No, it's very much. It is extremely alive.
Yeah, sure.
Go. This is the dream dead. No.
Okay.
Now you can have it, pal. Keep going.
I'm gonna
Nice.
take 3.
41.
Okay, draw 3.
Okay. $14.
Go.
Alright, now we're on that. There we go.
Oh, I had to discard a bunch of
That's
cards. I'm
fine.
sorry.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
2,
7.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep.
Okay. Untap those.
Yeah.
No taps. Draw 3. 1, 2, 3. You just have a million cards, which is fine. Okay. Hit us. Hit us.
Sure.
It's time to discard.
Yeah. I'll disenchant of ice. Yep.
You
Upkeep.
planes.
So,
Trigger's already on, just hasn't resolved yet.
okay.
So you can disenchant and take one less.
So take a point.
So just one.
This one.
40.
Alright. Draw.
Keep going.
3. Yeah, 13.
Yep.
Go.
Okay. Untap the one land, 2
Yeah.
permanents. There's no vice to trigger. 1, 2, 3. Excuse me, there's no tax to trigger. That's what I meant.
I think this might be a record for the number of times Royal Assassin has hit a player.
Easily.
It's gotta
Easily.
be.
Put it in Guinness. Put it right in there.
Oh, man.
Unquestionably. Land. Man, this just like doesn't get me anywhere. Okay, it's the third one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Discard.
I'm taking 2 from the base.
Okay. 38.
Still in the upkeep.
You're good. 12. 12 to 38. Hippie. Okay.
Go.
Alright, so you tap out to do that.
Oh, yeah. This is my big finish.
Yeah. It sure seems like it. Okay. Just don't want to deal with this anymore. I need to be able to play.
Isn't Channing in the web?
Yeah, and then
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
5 lands to 5 lands.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wrath.
Royal Assassin, what an effort.
Party's over, Grandpa.
It's a shame the MVP never comes from the losing team.
It's really true. You. Nope. I have to discard.
Sure.
Tax. Yep.
Oh, I took 1.
1, 37. 37 to 12. All right. All right.
Game 2.
Okay, so you're gonna go to 39.
Go.
Orb.
Yep.
Untap this stuff. All right, so nothing with the rack. Did this. No tax, because you're never gonna let me. 1, 2, 3. Cool draw step. Okay. This. This.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna get it in plain now. This.
Ooh. Yeah.
7.
Okay.
Go. Y'all having fun out there? Watching
2.
2 prison decks play?
2.
Take 2?
I take 2, yeah.
All right, 37.
Draw 3.
Yep.
I am locked.
Game?
Game.
Game. Game.
Get in.
So, yeah, 2 prison decks. When one prison deck gets their thing going, the other deck really can't get out of it. And I haven't been put in your sleeper hold yet.
Well, I don't really have... My sleeper hold is so, like... I can't really break out of yours. I don't have enough stuff that plays with the board.
Yep.
You can kind of break out of mine.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It gets a little bit better in certain ways post-board, in that, like, the game kind of just gets over with.
Yeah.
But, yeah, the pre-board games in this matchup are brutal.
Speaking of post-board, that's where we're going. We're going to go to the sideboards. We'll show you what we're bringing in, and more importantly, what we're taking out in just a sec. All right, everybody, we are here to go over our sideboarding. I am up 2 games to 0, which means, partner, I'm going to let you go first with your haymakers.
Okay, so I split up the cards I'm taking out into 3 camps.
Okay.
4 creature removal spells with no targets.
Correct.
3 Dance of the Deads, no targets.
Correct.
2 cards with no targets and wouldn't even work if they did have targets.
Easy. That's
We got a
9.
smooth 9.
Yeah, smooth 9 to take out.
All right. Well, we are bringing in 4 copies of Gloom.
Yep.
You know, you have a lot of important white cards. Some of them are pretty expensive, especially on turn 1 off of Dark Ritual can be really good. Strongbow Cabal, much the same thing. It's a little bit worse because you have access to red removal, but still plenty good to bring in here against some expensive white cards. And then rounding out the sideboarding, another copy of Land Tax, sure, whatever. The Blue Elemental Blast, you got some red cards, and a cop red. There are actually 2 in the sideboard. I'm only bringing in 1. I don't think it's going to be great here, but it's an improvement over the dead weight.
My side, speaking of dead weight, Wrath of God, way too expensive, and if the first 2 games are any indication, it's just not really going to work.
Also miserable against this.
Also true,
Yeah.
so easy to board out. Cop Red, well, he's Esper, easy. I'll get to the Earthquakes in a second. The Ivory Tower, not really that effective. If my game plan is working, I don't need the extra life. If his game plan is working, it's not going to do anything, so it's just out of the deck. The Island Sanctuary, there are 2 in the main deck. It mostly is textless, but the ability to skip a draw step, I think, is relevant, so I'm leaving 1 in my deck in case we get into some weird situation like game 1. And then the Earthquakes, Patrick's deck is Mishra's Factory, Sengir Vampires, and Hypnotic Specters. And,
I mean, the Strongbow
cool.
Cabal.
Is the Royal Assassin still in?
Yeah. Okay. That's how many dead cards I have.
Okay.
Is 3 mana 1/1 is still it.
Okay, fair enough. It can kill that and it can kill the Strongholds, but by and large, it's effectively just a Fireball, which I actually have access to in my sideboard. So 2 of those are coming in alongside 3 bolts, which can kill the hippies, which can kill the Royal Assassin, the Kobolds, and of course the factories, and then mountains. As you may have seen in game number 1, I ran out of mountains with the land tax. Patrick blew them all up. With your Armageddon, or with your balance, excuse me. So, bringing in more of these is more lands to search for with land tax and more red sources for these red cards that are more than likely going to go to the dome. So, those are the sideboarding plans for both of us. Game number 3 going to be underway in just a second. Game number 3 starts right now.
Affinity opening. Go.
All right, where's your Frogmite? Next turn.
Yeah.
Frogmite Mirror Enforcer. Go.
Better than cards I have in my hand.
That's probably true. You. Mm-hmm.
Go.
You. All right. I can see why people look at Zuran Orb so older, like old school players.
Yeah,
Zuran Orb so fondly.
So because you can't do the games. You can't do anything.
Yeah. I see why they feel this way.
Mm-hmm.
You. This point of land was pretty stupid. Actually, no, it's fine.
How many cards are you in?
5 all day.
So I have 3 black. Sorry, 1 black. Garbage.
You have 3 now.
Take a point. White.
Yeah.
Take a point.
Sorry. So you're at 19.
Yeah.
Well, you're about to get more than 19. Okay, so 20, 20. You go to 19. You go to 25.
Balance.
Okay.
And I have 3 black floating.
So balance plus hippie, huh? Tough guy, huh? Cards?
2.
Jeez. Alright, well, obviously I'm doing this. So 26. Float nothing. Unfortunately. 1, 2. Balance resolves. So I go down to
2 cards in.
2 ices and a fireball.
Go.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, no tax up. Rack attack. Right?
Rack attack!
Rack attack.
It's a rack attack.
Some Iron Eagle here.
Finally.
That's a marriage jam! 25 up.
Yeah.
Okay, draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
We're doing it.
Shell game you.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead.
Man, that's a miss.
23.
Go.
22. Ooh.
That's nice.
20.
Go.
18. Oh. 16. Pick a card. Yes. Yeah, come on. Yes.
Go.
Take 2. 14.
Yeah.
So 14, 25.
Yeah.
See, this is your lock. Yeah, good.
Oh, good.
Go. 12. Top or bottom?
Top.
Got him.
You.
10. Come on, sweetness. Go. Top or bottom?
Top.
Damn it. 8. Damn it.
Go.
6. Well, we needed a fast one for the recording. We sure got it.
Yeah.
Go.
We're back, baby.
Go ahead. Top or bottom?
Top.
Good. 4.
Go.
2.
How's that?
Yeah, you win.
Yeah, baby.
All right. So that's what it looks like on his side. That's what it looks like. Okay. 2-1. And number 4 starts with a black vice.
Oh boy.
Yeah. How's that? How's that, buddy?
Very bad against that. Okay, 17. Go.
Now, to be fair, the rest of my hand's not that good, but you do draw a card every turn. Go.
Is that bad for me or you? Both, actually.
Both.
17.
Yeah. So
14.
You take 3 more. 14.
Oh, Poodle Alley. 13. Go.
Sure. That's super cool.
Cool.
More fun cards.
More fun cards.
Go ahead.
Take 2.
Let's put him at 11.
Go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Let me talk to you. Big draw.
Oh, I'm sorry. You had 3 lands. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Okay. Nah, you good.
Not quite as bad for me.
Go.
Not great. Okay, 2 more.
All right. 9.
I'll wail on you.
I've been wailed on. I'm at 18.
Go.
Consider myself wailed upon.
Yeah, I'm gonna, if you allow me, I'm gonna beat your ass. Just one moment here. Yeah.
Go.
Oh. 2 more.
7 to 18.
Upkeep. Sorry.
No, you're good. Keep going. Do your thing. Yep. I ain't here to stop you. Yeah, see? I ain't here to stop nobody. Establish dominance.
Yeah.
How many cards you got?
5.
Alright, so you're gonna take 1 maybe. Okay. Well, I'm at a pretty healthy 18, so knuckles worth.
Okay.
Take 5, you're at 2.
Okay.
Go.
1-1.
And you're at 1. How bad could this go besides Very? The doctor is in!
Well,
oh, hello!
I may not cast that.
Hello, old friend!
I may not cast that.
The doctor has arrived. Factory flooded. 18 to 1. Good.
Turn on a factory
Yep.
and pump it up 7.
Middle 7.
Go. Oh, we're still playing.
Oh, yes. Unfortunately, we are.
We also have some of the sick peel because we cast it. Yep.
Go.
Upkeep.
Cards for you.
4.
Let's see, this is where things get interesting. I'm at 11 year old.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're thinking here, instead of talking to my brain like I'm playing Magic Online,
Yeah.
is if I tap your swamps or not. That's the decision point. Because your Anarcher Waste is effectively dead.
Yep.
And if I tap your swamps, you activate your factories, and you can deal me 10. And if you draw a 4th factory, assuming your deck plays a 4th factory, which I can't remember, you deal me Xaxes, which would be funny. Be hashtag for the brand. Or I could play way more conservative and like tap your Sengir Vampire.
I don't know. Tapping Sengir doesn't like. What's your way out of this?
That's that's like kind of the thing.
Because you can't burn me out now.
Yeah.
And
I can't burn you out.
you don't have your wraths in.
Correct. yeah, I don't really have a lot of options. I don't have any of my engines online.
I guess Winter Orb could potentially buy you a lot of time depending on what happens.
That is true. So I am going to start by tapping a swamp.
All right, I'm gonna add a black.
Okay. Pass priority. Swamp. Yep.
All right, move to draw.
Do it.
Okay. First hand.
Uno. Oh, did I just miss it?
This one.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's 11.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just dead then.
Then you want to back up?
Yeah, I just missed it. Never mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I just
This was.
I missed it. You could just do that. And then,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. Okay.
So just draw.
Just go.
Okay.
Okay.
Move to combat.
Playing these things is horrible. They're so good. Okay. Let's start here.
In response, activate.
Okay.
I'll give this +1/+1.
Sure.
The subject.
Yep.
Okay.
Here, let me help you.
As much as I would love to get a little blood in those hands. And I have played a land this turn.
Yeah, you played a swamp.
So is there any way to really use a lot of natural?
4.
Yeah, 4.
7. Please no.
Go.
Okay. 5. Okay, that's not that good of a draw. I guess that's a. Okay, I actually know what the draw is. It's not that. It's not that. I'm at 5. So, okay, at least stay here. Go.
Keep.
1, 2, 3, 4. I could attack, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, I have nothing.
Okay.
Because I don't even know. I actually think I think my best draw is Zuran Orb, but that strikes me as a temporary solution. Yeah.
Move to combat.
So I go tap that. All right.
Okay. In response. Where are you on? I'm sorry.
Go 5. Yep. And I just tap one of these and I take 5. Yeah, you win.
Yep, I'm on. Okay.
All right, everybody, it is time. 2-2. Game 5. It's all on the line. Remember, Alexander's deck, which Patrick was playing, did win the World Championships. I'm going to see if I can change that. Starting with Attica Wastes. It's your turn.
Go.
I'm nervous, kids. Go. I really need this.
The 2 of the 3/2.
I need this win.
You worried about it?
I am. Don't him. Be better than him to Tourach.
Target you.
Good choice.
I know there was some confusion
Yeah,
because of last
good
time.
choice, yeah. No, please, what is it? No. Go. Okay, those are 2 of the better ones. Get that him off the table.
I like looking at it though.
Come on, man, grow up. Ugh, jeez. Go.
Target.
Fine.
Go. Go.
Go. getting the pieces in place.
Yeah, sure looks like it.
Yeah.
Go.
Fun.
Gloom.
Super fun. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Go.
Okay. He's getting his own. Oh, come on. Go. He's getting his own lock in place. Come on. Yeah, sure. Oh boy. Daddy's home. Okay.
Go ahead.
Sure.
Upkeep.
Yep.
Mountain.
Tough.
Don't like that.
Go ahead.
Gotta say, don't like that.
All right, 16. Counters a white spell, right?
Yeah, tap to counter white spell.
Pay 1 life to counter. Yeah, this is really fun and fair. Okay.
That's another one to just keep printing.
Yeah. Upkeep.
Mountain.
Okay.
Sure.
Now,
You don't have.
I don't have enough, right? I'm one short. It's a 2 anyway.
yeah.
It's a 2 anyway. So just one.
I thought you were asking if you could deal 1 to me.
No. You're,
Yeah.
okay, so play that. Play this.
Sure.
Doesn't do anything. Go.
Yeah.
It's falling apart. Yep. Me and my 2-0 start is falling apart. Your deck does get much better after sideboard, so there is that.
Yeah, I have some. I mean, some of it is some of the cards are real,
Yeah.
and some of it is the cards I'm cutting are just so
Horrible.
atrocious.
Yeah,
And it's like 40, and it's like 25% of the cards spells in my deck do nothing.
Yes.
Games 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Now they all at least do something. What is the worst thing you could do with a white? Plow me, I guess. Hello. Yeah. Go ahead. Upkeep, add a color.
Okay. Man, I think I seriously only have like 1 good draw in my deck right now. Go. I don't think I have any good ones left.
Go, add a card.
Go.
Come on. Like, take black life damage next turn. Go, add a card. Yeah. Okay, I take 1.
The comeback starts. You're 19, 16. All right. Say it. Say go. Do it. Do it.
I'll take a point.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
You're 18. Icy.
Planes. You take a point. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, give that a card. Yep. Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Your turn. We about to have some fun
Ooh.
tonight.
This is I really don't want to screw up. Game 2.
Your turn.
How many cards in your hand?
4 all day.
Game 2.
22.
Go to my turn.
18.
Okay.
Mama didn't raise no food. I'm not scared.
Draw.
Sure.
Take 0.
Yeah. Come on. Here we
Go.
All right. So, upkeep. Your turn. Hipper. Mm-hmm.
And your vice deals 0.
Yes. It's gotten serious in the room.
It has. It has. No doubt.
The witty banter is gone. The game has gotten serious.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, of course.
It's nice. No cuts ever. 3 plans?
Swamp Plains.
Okay, close enough.
I don't even know if I have 3 planes.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Also, one of the first 2 games that I lost was like I just got a planes with my land tax on turn 4 or whatever, because why wouldn't you?
Yeah, sure.
And that was part of the reason I lost.
Yeah,
It was just,
yeah. That might come up. Might matter.
It was the same with like the Idakar Underground City. Just like, oh yeah, this is so bad now.
Yeah.
Combat.
Yep. I'm going into serious mode, so
We're in serious mode.
yeah. 1 through 4.
1. Okay.
16. Yep.
Go. Mountain. Yep.
Okay. You. Any from Vice?
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed
It's
it.
all good.
2.
You're 20. You're okay.
Animate Factory. Into combat.
So I have myself at 16, you at 20. You can attack. I'll try to swords this hippie. Costs 4. Alright, so you're gonna go 22. I'll take the damage from the factory. I have 14. Alright.
Go ahead. Mountain. Yep.
You.
All right. I take 4.
My writing. Let me figure this out.
Sure,
20. And you were at 20, then you went to 22. So you take 4, you're 18.
Yeah.
If my writing is correct. Keep going. Yep.
I'll take a point. Copperhead.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Game 2.
You're 20.
Go.
Okay. He's up. He's up in his chair.
Got some more?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How many cards do you have?
5.
Okay. Yeah, I got something.
Enchantment.
You have how many cards again?
5.
22. Balance.
And your second level is.
Yep.
You gotta do the same. So I gain 8.
So you're 28 to my 22.
Yep. Take 2 from the vices.
You need to bring down the 3 cards.
Oh, sorry.
So you're fine. You take nothing.
Go. Still nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 7. Okay. Okay. Drop return.
Yep.
Go.
Go.
Upkeep.
Planes.
Planes down. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I tax, I would go to 8, draw down 9. Okay. Draw. I don't think I should tax either. Alright. Alright. Go.
Okay. Take nothing, draw 2.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Go.
On the keep.
Planes.
Draw 2.
Yep.
Sure. Your turn.
Take nothing, draw 2.
Yes. All right.
Your turn.
In the house.
Yeah. The tide is shifted.
Upkeep.
Planes.
Planes down. Still get to decide if I want to tax.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just the dumbest card. Okay. 2.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're working. This one, this one.
Mm-hmm.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
4 cards in hand. Draw 2.
Might be the wrong time to play that. We'll see. Oh, give me, come on now. No flourish. 21. All right. Yeah, damn it. Okay. Yeah, sure.
Go.
Okay, okay. Untap this and this.
Go for it.
Oh, yeah, I figured. Okay. So we'll see if the Twin Orb's worse for me or for you. Should be fun. You.
Pardon?
You. Oh yeah. Money. I hope it doesn't all.
Oh, sorry. I had to draw a second card.
Yeah. Yep. Vampire. Alright. Go. Me?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6 to my 5. Okay. I'm gonna untap this and this.
Yep.
I'm in my upkeep. I'm gonna trigger land attacks.
Sure.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Pretty sure I'm gonna get them all. I am finding it difficult to find a way out of this. I'm not sure what that will be.
Well, keep in mind, I don't know how much it matters. My circles now cost 7 to use.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's it? That's it?
That is, I mean, it is part of it, right? Like if your plan is to potentially nug me out or whatever.
Just 7?
It's a 70 is the circle.
Yeah, I think the problem is playing this Twin Orb is probably bad. Because you have Icy already and I don't. So.
Well, it just depends. Like, if I think it made sense if you had a Disenchant and we're approaching 5 mana, and then the second Gloom is
It's an important part.
Yeah.
To the whole shebang, as it were.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, let me just cast this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Discard 2, probably.
Step.
Yep. So this is down.
Yep.
These are down. Go.
Just lands. Okay. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now,
Yes.
draw 3.
Is there any vicing to be done?
No, 3
No,
cards.
still no. Okay. I usually draw a lot of lands, I guess. That's a way to make this work. Yep.
Combat.
Yep. 6, 7, with 13. 13, 28. My life for a ghostly prison. Yeah, sure. Gloom in the room. All right.
Bottomless pit.
Hey, it's made its appearance.
Made an appearance.
Wow. Look at little fella.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't care. Go.
All right, untap this with all Warstone.
Yeah.
Anything spicy?
No, you're good.
All right, draw 3.
Good.
No taxing.
Good. What's up? What's up?
It's just about to get real weird. That's
Okay.
all.
Okay. It already seemed pretty.
No,
weird.
it's gonna get like way
Way
weirder.
weirder?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're 28. I mean, probably still can't win, but gotta try. All right. Because I can't cast any fucking white spells. Do I actually do this? I think that I do. Okay.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have not played a land yet. Because you were +1 on me.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Need a judge.
I can try to be one.
So, if I untap, like a swamp,
Yeah.
let's say,
Yeah.
does that count as choosing not to untap this for the purposes of adding a counter?
All right, no clue.
I would assume that it doesn't. Like, I'm not allowed to do that.
I'm fine playing it however you want to play it.
Okay, then let's give the people a show.
Okay.
Start adding counters. I don't think it's going to come up.
I don't think it's going to come up either, but we'll see.
Okay.
All right, so second orb, played my land.
Yep.
Say go.
Untap.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay.
Untap a swamp.
Okay.
4 cards in hand. Draw 3.
Yeah.
Combat.
Take 5. I'm at 8. 8 to 28.
Go.
Okay. The chances of me winning this game are so low, but we're trying. This is actually one of the times where I wish I had Wrath. Even though I don't know if I can.
Oh, you're.
Never mind. Never mind.
You need 13 mana for that one.
That it? Whoa. I untapped 1 land and these. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could tax. Yeah, I'm gonna tax just to take a little lick-ski.
Just see what's going on.
I just want to see if there is anything in here that's worth drawing. And the answer is mostly no. But given that I can get these out of my deck and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and increase the chances of drawing that, I might as well. Good.
Good.
Good. Good. Leave that in.
Yeah.
Good for me. Good.
Good.
Just what I always want. All right, these are all right.
Yep. You are going to get me for some points, though. It's happening now.
I'm finally going to get you advice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Taking 3 next turn.
Okay. All right, here's this. Okay. All right. 3 cards. 1, 2. Make it 3. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I can stay alive.
You're not orbs. I'm not really hitting that hard.
Yeah.
I'm not really hitting that
I
hard.
mean, you're hitting hard enough.
Very hard.
honest.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like to discard.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Her.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, you're never gonna play another one of these.
Okay.
Go.
Upkeep. All right. Draw off. I take 3. Sorry.
Yes. 25.
Draw 4.
Yep.
It's not great.
I need these things to start doing like 9 a turn.
Combat.
Yeah. 4, 7.
Yeah.
No 1. Yep.
Discard.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. That has a nice card there. Okay. Untap my land. Untap these. Your racks do nothing. When Orb is done.
You pass it me your upkeep?
Yeah.
What are you doing with your land tax?
Nothing.
Strip mine.
Let's think on it.
Yeah.
All right. So what would we want to strip? We'd want to strip either the vault or the factory.
Yeah.
I don't think anything else. Okay. So if we went to your turn, you untap to the vault now. Instead of anything else, it could tap for 2 black, right?
Yeah, I can remove any number of the counters.
Yeah. Okay. Or I could blow up the factory right now. And I think blowing up the factory is the best thing to do. So I'm gonna blow up the factory.
I'll gain 2.
Yeah, sure. So you're at 27. All right.
Go for it.
Draw 4.
Yep.
1, 2. Come on. 3. Come on. Nope. Okay. No big deal. No big deal, Ski. Okay.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We have reached critical mass. I don't think I'm ever going to get to cast another spell for the game. So I think we've reached critical mass.
All right, so the race is on here.
The race, it looks like it's on. So I'm gonna play this. Sure, because that actually matters.
Yep.
Sort of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I guess there may have been some time where I could have deployed this. I'm not sure how good it would have been, but okay. So I'm never gonna get to cast these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right, upkeep I take 12.
Seven. Am I bad at this? 7 minus 2, 27, 17. You're at 15.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Draw
15 to 1.
4.
Yep.
Combat.
So that's 7, right?
Yes.
Another 1. So this would be 3.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. You're fine.
3, 5, 7, 9. And then 9. Back down to 1. Okay. All right. Ugh.
Come here.
Yeah, sure doesn't.
I mean,
No, hitting you doesn't.
I still
You have to discard.
Yeah. And I still have exposure to fireball and whatever. So.
That's also extremely true. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go ahead, do whatever you want. Doesn't matter. Yep. That's the one that I don't know if it should have been in play. I don't remember. Seems like it could have been helpful.
Oh, Island Sanctuary? Maybe. I mean, the Sengir's still doing this thing.
Pretty big.
I need to discard.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Seems unlikely.
Okay.
And what am I at?
You're at 15 to my 1.
So next turn, 12. Go.
Okay. Untap this, nothing from the rack, draw 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, you're late to this party. There was like a turn where that would have been good. But okay. No, that's not really it either. As much as it wants to be.
Sure. This. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go.
I take 12 again.
You're 3.
Yep. Drop.
Take 8.
4. Okay. We'll move to combat.
Sengir.
You are at 3, so you have sack 1, and then 2 lands in the other direction. Which I guess is probably better than casting anything.
Alright, so
Attack for 5.
that's an attack for 5, so I go to 3, 5, 7.
Yep.
And then down to 2. 2 to 3.
Discard to hand size.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a factory. Okay.
Oh no, this is definitely. Sorry, I want to do something else here.
All good. I'm going to untap the only things I can.
Alright. Swamp,
I'm going to tap this.
Ritual, Hypnotic.
No, leave me alone.
Now it's your turn.
Okay. Untap Felberstone, untap Icy, untap Mountain.
I have 7 in hand.
Draw step.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, shit.
Oh, is it?
I have 3.
Is it? Okay. So you squeezed on both of them.
Yeah, the walls,
I didn't even think of checking that.
the walls have fully caved in.
This is the achievement unlocked.
Yeah.
You damage and decking in the same turn.
The walls have fully caved in. You win. Good games.
Great match.
Good games.
Great match. Well,
Jeez.
yeah. What a slog.
Putting it mildly. Glooms, obviously. Yeah, your deck gets a lot better after sideboard.
Yeah, I still
Wow.
have nowhere near enough disenchants versus the amount of shit that you have that I need to be answering that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can kind of deploy my own haymakers in my own way, which game 1 and 2 is just like way too many dead cards.
Yeah. This was fun. You win 3-2. So I'm 0-2 against you in our tournament edition series. And we are going to go recap the games and recap the tournament right after this. All right, everybody, we are back. And I am somber because I thought I was going to win when I was up 2-0.
Somber or gloomy?
Yeah, okay. All right, grow up.
Still got it.
Grow up. The pre-sideboarded games did feel pretty heavily in my favor. The post-sideboard games really didn't, and yeah, really kind of just played out that way.
And we talked in the pregame show about your deck being built around overwhelming disenchants.
Yeah.
And I felt that so strongly in game number 1 and 2. Even cards like Felwar Stone, I was feeling like I can't let Cedric jump ahead on mana. And if he gettens me, that's going to be really bad that he has mana left over. And if we end up in some sort of land tax fight, he's going to get the better of it because he has artifact mana.
Yep.
And Felwar Stone's the most innocuous of the enchantments and artifacts you had in your deck.
Yeah.
To say nothing of Winter Orbs, Howling Mines, all of which were really problematic over those games.
Yeah, it's true. No, it is interesting. The artifact, like overloading disenchants, maybe that was a big deal back in the day. It certainly came to fruition here of just, if I have a ton of artifacts and enchantments, you can't kill them all. So that's number 1. Number 2 is just when this white-red deck actually kind of gets its whole shop set up, it's really hard to break out of.
Yeah. No, this deck is a very impressive piece of technology for the time.
Yeah.
You can quibble with the numbers and there's some funny stuff going on there. But the prison game plan, I'm going to make it impossible to interact with me in game number 1. And then I'm going to have the right interaction for you in the post-board games.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool stuff. And you see variations of that sort of stuff in Magic today.
Yeah. The problem is Gloom's really good. No additional notes.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day,
what kind of card is this?
at the end of the day, your deck in the matchup feels like it kind of needs to resolve some of the white cards to ultimately win the game.
Yeah.
It's very hard to just keep the Black Vice, Winter Orb, Howling Mine thing going. You want to eventually Armageddon me. You want some level of your ability to disenchant stuff, to fight over some of my enchantments and artifacts. And Gloom was just too much.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, it's meant to be a lot. It can be played via Dark Ritual, and it's a lot.
And to go back to what I talked about a little bit in the pregame show, it's easy to talk about these decks that are archaic, and have some silly numbers. People were doing the best with the information they had. I was kind of around. No one knew anything. There's no internet. Couldn't talk to anyone about how to get better.
Sure.
There's all that. But what I think really demonstrates how archaic these decks are is the sideboard, not the main deck.
Sure.
You're living in a world where Red Elemental Blast, Blue Elemental Blast, Karma, Gloom, just a whole litany of these egregious one-card hard locks against a number of opponents, just not in people's sideboards.
Mm-hmm.
They're just messing around with magical hacks and
I wasn't gonna. I mean, I was probably gonna say it. There's so many what is it called? Sleight of mind, magical hacks. And people are going out of their way to splash them with their out of card waste, but then they're not even playing. They're just I got one. Not even playing a bunch.
Yeah, the decks are one thing. The sideboards are really bad.
Yeah.
But to Blumke's credit, there's at least Blue Elemental Blast, Strongbow Cabal, and Gloom.
Yep.
Which in our post board games, the last of which was just outlandish every time it resolved.
Back in the day, back in 1994, 95, if you wanted to be a hater, you got to be a hater. If you want to be a hater nowadays, you kind of get to be a hater, but kind of wish you could be more of a hater. No, not in 94, 95, early sparks of Magic. If you were yo, black deck, you lose, or white deck, you lose. Yeah, they lose.
Yeah.
But people weren't really loading up in the way that I think if they knew now what they could do, they go, oh yeah, give me sideboards would be probably the dreaded 4-4-4-3.
Yeah, I mean, how many decks at this time that played white would their sideboards be better if it was just 3 copies of each Circle of Protection?
Yeah, it's probably tough.
That's a huge upgrade.
Yeah.
And you can do better than that.
Yeah. Oh, you can do way better than those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's our games. Patrick wins again. So if we take a look at our scoreboard here, you see the 1994 World Championship. Patrick won that one 4-1. And the 1995 World Championship, Patrick wins 3-2. I'm going to get him one of these times, I promise you. Let's give some call-outs here before we put a close to this episode. We're going to start with where you're watching this video, most likely, which is on our YouTube page at youtube.com/theresleevables, where you can find our most recent episodes of The Resleevables, in which we've reviewed both Mirage and Visions recently. So those are up right now. You can check those out. You can find our previous episode of the Resleevables Tournament Edition, the 1994 World Championship, which is up right now. You can find snippets of our Unsleeved podcast, which we record every single week. These little snippets here. You can find full episodes on our Patreon, which we'll get to in just a moment. And you can, of course, watch our Crack a Pack videos as well on our YouTube page. And I'll tell you more about those in just a second, too, because we're going to transition over to Patreon, which is patreon.com/theresleevables, where you get access to early releases of both the Resleevables and the Resleevables Tournament Edition. You get access to the Unsleeved podcast, which is a Patreon exclusive podcast. So on YouTube, you get the snippets. On Patreon, you get the whole episode. And then also on Patreon, not only do you get access to early releases of our Crack-a-Pack videos, but also, Patrick, the ability to win a pack.
Yeah, if you subscribe at the $10 or $25 tier, one of the benefits is that you are instantly drawn into any Crack-a-Pack that we do. We get 2 packs of each set that we review. One gets opened in the Crack-a-Pack. The other gets sent to a random Patreon at the $10 or $25 tier. You don't have to do anything additional. It's just automated. And I think we got our stack over here of upcoming packs if you want to break these out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on.
I've been doing some shopping.
Yeah, you really have. Oh my God. Okay.
All right, 5th edition. Bang.
Okay, I'm going to let you hold them up.
Portal. Bang. 6th edition. Bang.
Classic 6th edition, apparently.
Weatherlight.
Okay.
Tempest.
I haven't really got to look at these yet, honestly. Okay.
Stronghold.
Yep. My favorite, one of my favorites.
Exodus. There's some hitters here. We got
Oh, here we go.
Ursa Saga, not cheap.
That's not a cheap.
And then
card.
after that, we get to the first set with foils. Could be a good monolith in here. Urza's Legacy.
Ooh, good call. Good sell there.
After here, we got what's on the packaging art here? This is Emperor Crocodile.
That's the croc.
That's a big croc.
4 mana, 5/5. If you control no other creatures, it dies.
Yeah.
I know the croc.
Not great. But it was also one of the few rares that are misses.
Wait, hold on.
set.
I'm gonna check with it's if you control no other creatures, it dies, or if
Yeah.
you control another creature.
No, you need to have another creature.
Okay.
At least one.
All right. I want to make. Yep. Okay. When you control no other creatures, so the croc doesn't ride alone.
Yeah, the issue that came up is funny because it's in the same set here. It's quite bad against treachery because they treachery your other thing and then your croc dies.
Okay.
Whatever. Point is, we got a lot of boosters coming up for the sets that we're going to be reviewing the next couple of months. And if you subscribe over at patreon.com/resleevables and subscribe at the $10 or $25 tier, one benefit among several is that you will be instantly drawn into these pack giveaways after we do the Cracker Pack.
Second to last, you can follow us on Twitter at the Resleevables, where we post all sorts of fun things, including snippets of the Unsleeved podcast when new episodes come up. We posted these images of the duelist that Patrick was able to find on the old interwebs. So we're going to be rotating those through the set and a bunch of other fun things. And then lastly, in case you forgot where Eternal lives, this guy's going to remind you real quick.
Tales of Adventure, toamagic.com. And if you're on Twitter, at TOAMichael.
Resleevables for 8% off. Don't forget it. What's next? Well, on the Resleevables, the normal non-tournament edition, we're doing a little look-ski at 5th edition and Portal coming up very soon. And as far as the Resleevables tournament edition is concerned, Pro Tour New York 1995-1996, the first Pro Tour ever, will be what you see next for the tournament edition. So that's it for all of the shilling to close the show. So for Patrick Sullivan, I am Cedric Phillips. Thank you guys very much for watching the 1995 Magic the Gathering World Championship edition of the Resleevables Tournament Edition. All right, everybody, it is now time for the facts of the 1995 Magic. Nope. Restart, professional. Nope, that's right.
Website is fantastic. You can find pretty much every individual card. You can find sealed products, supplies. The high-end cards are individually scanned and uploaded to the site, so you can make sure you're finding the card in the right condition. Starting over. All the way from the beginning.
Here we go. Boom. All right. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Took a little bit to get the car going.
Yeah, I know. We're both.
A little rusty dusty.
Yeah.
Yikes. A 26-year-old from Geneva. Starting over now. Geneva's tough to stay. Going to start the whole segment over. These are going to be good outtakes. You're going to have a lot to work with. Here we go. Send it, edit it. Perfect. No mistakes. Except for the mistakes that we made.
Which were numerous.
Countless.